What is up, Packer fans? Back again. Here we are. It is week 15. There's, 3 games after this? 4 weeks left in the NFL season. The Packers going to Seattle to face off against the Seahawks. The Packers 9-4 going to face off against the Seattle Seahawks, who are still in the mix for the division lead in the West with the Rams, the 49ers, all kind of right there. So Niners might be bounced out now, but with the Rams beating them. But anyway, Packers, big game against Seattle. They need to keep it going with the NFC North and keep pace with the Vikings and the other teams that are trying to keep pace in the NFC for the playoffs. So for Green Bay, big week. Obviously, they were on a nice winning streak going into Detroit. They ended up losing. Kind of a tough game. 10 days off now, mini bye. Sorry guys, I was on vacation in Vail, Colorado. So now we're back, Packers Seahawks in Seattle. Just watched some of the 2014 Seattle game in the playoffs when the Packers, Brandon Bostic missed the onside kick. Obviously, there's a lot of other things in that game. Rodgers had 2 interceptions in the first half. Couldn't move the ball, couldn't score, had to kick field goals, things like that. But anyway, and then the Hail Mary, we all know. So we all know the history of the Packers Seattle. But now this year, the Packers sitting at 9-4. Jordan Love playing some of his best ball of the season. Josh Jacobs really running hard, 3 touchdowns against the Lions. And this Packers offensive line playing great. Got to shout out Rasheed Walker at left tackle, Alkin Jenkins at left guard, obviously Josh Myers at center, and Sean Ryan playing right guard, playing really well, and then at right tackle, Zach Tom playing great. So Packers looking to get Luke Musgrave back. Obviously Tucker Kraft playing great at tight end, and then I want to see Watson continue to develop. Jaden Reed, 0 catches, 0 yards against the Lions. So we need him to step up, keep developing. And then obviously Dontavian Wicks and Romeo Doubs. We think we get him back this week. Should be getting Evan Williams back at safety. Should be getting, who else is coming back? Oh, Edgerrin Cooper's coming back. I know Jair Alexander practiced, but he should not be playing this week, or he will not be playing this week. I thought with him practicing Wednesday and Thursday he would play, but he is not going to play. So for the Packers, getting a lot of guys back, getting healthy when the time is, getting close to the playoffs. Got to get hot now. Need to beat this tough Seattle team in Seattle, and obviously Seattle coming off a season last year where they kind of surprised people with Geno Smith. Now, Kenneth Walker might be out for the game against the Packers. Zach Charbonnet will start. Jackson Smith and Jigba is, playing really great at wide receiver. This guy, even with DK Metcalf out there and Tyler Lockett, this guy is really getting a lot of catches. Jackson Smith has been playing great. He's one of the top 10 receivers in the league. DK Metcalf, also a guy who can really stretch the field. And then Tyler Lockett's been doing it for a long time. They have Noah Fant at tight end. So some playmakers, obviously without Kenneth Walker. Not as tough running the ball, but definitely a team that the Packers are going to have to play hard against and play tough against. And then on the defensive side, Jaron Reed is a name that the Packers know. He played for the Packers for a little bit. Obviously, Derek Hall, pretty good player. Leonard Williams, a guy from the Jets that came over to the Seahawks. He's been playing really tough. Kobe Bryant, a guy in the back end at safety who plays well. And then Julian Love, a guy that went to Stanford who also plays well in the back end. So not a lot of guys that a lot of people know, but a team that's been playing well. They're in a tough division, kind of battering around, but Packers should look to get this win in Seattle. Obviously, we need to keep pace. Washington's right there at 8-5. Packers are 9-4. So 3 teams from the NFC North could make the playoffs. Washington might sneak in there, and then we'll see what happens with the division winners. That's going to be kind of the catalyst in the South and the West. Whoever wins the division will be in. Everybody else will have to sit at home and watch. So for Green Bay, can this defense keep developing? Obviously, against the Lions, we couldn't really stop them when we needed to. Couldn't stop them on 4th downs. Couldn't keep them from kicking the game-winning field goal. And so for the Packers, it's just going to keep building on that. Can Rashawn Gary keep it going? He's been playing great. Lucas Van Ness has really stepped up. We look for him to keep it going as well. And then, obviously, Kenny Clark, and then the guys, young guys like Mosby and Brenton Cox. Can they keep developing? I was hoping to see Jair back, but with him out, Xavier McKinney's going to have to keep stepping up on the back end. Obviously, Eric Stokes going to have to keep playing well. Keyshawn Nixon did pick up Jared Goff last week against the Lions. I thought maybe he would get one soon. And with this ball the weather starting to change, the ball starting to get heavy, I think he's going to start getting more kick returns. We saw what he's been doing when he does get a chance. So look for an electric return from Keyshawn Nixon this week in Seattle. 12th man can't stop him. X on the back end going to get Geno Smith. And I think Josh Jacobs is going to keep running hard. Look for Jordan Love to keep playing smart ball. And I want to see this offense keep progressing get Reed involved, and then Romeo Doubs back, and then have Watson stretch the field, and then Wicks keep doing what he's done. And then we're supposed to get Luke Musgraves back, also a big name at tight end, a guy that can also stretch the field, big playmaker. So with Tucker Kraft playing as well as he has, and getting Musgraves back, that's another big move. So go Pack, go. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get this win. Thanks again, guys. Go